or whatever it is, or what. Hello, kings and queens and monarchs. Today's video topic, we're going to be discussing the importance of authenticity in your creation. But before we get into that, I want to say some words because I didn't really feel comfortable just acting like nothing happened and making another video like nothing happened. I am not American. I've never been to America. I don't live in America. But it is something that I felt the need to talk about because I care about the people in my community. And I think it's very scary. It's a very scary time. And I'm just deeply, deeply sorry for all the people that will have to experience this and that will have to go through all of this and get their rights taken away from them. And it's very heartbreaking, if I'm being honest, but I don't want to add more into that because there's already many people being sorry for it and being scared and talking about how scary it is, and I don't want to overwhelm anyone that is already in that position. But I do want to say two things. I do think that even though this man has been elected for president, I think there's still hope, and I don't think we have to throw it all away. I think there are many things that you can do to help your community, to help your people, to help trans people, help women. I'm not the best informed person to say this, I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna leave some links in my description of some videos that might help you if you're in the US, if you want to help. There are some videos that I think are very informative, and I'm gonna leave them in my description. And also, the election of this president will also affect badly to the people in Gaza, which is something that I've been meaning to talk about with you guys for some time now. And if you have any money you can donate to these families, it would be amazing. My friend Abu, we've been talking for months now. He's been fighting so much to escape Gaza, and the situation is gonna get worse now that this man has been elected. So I'm gonna leave his link in my description too. You can donate, you can share. Please try and share this link around everyone that you know. I don't know. Please do whatever you can because it's very important that we talk about these topics and people's lives are being compromised. So now that I said that, sorry if this video started in a hard way, but I really just don't feel comfortable just acting like nothing happened. The fear of authenticity. I personally think that the reason why so many people are scared of being true to themselves is because of perception, of being perceived. It's easier to just fit in and not take up space and make yourself tiny so you don't get perceived. But I think this normally doesn't come from the fear of attention. I mean, we use social media where you get rewarded with attention. So I'm pretty sure it's not about that, normally. But it's more about the fear of the perceptions of others and not having control over who or how people perceive you. At least that's the reason I wasn't true to myself before. And I also think it comes from your ego, from this idea that we have that people care more than they actually do. But I'm here to say, if they care enough to make fun of you, to point and laugh, or even to talk about you, you most likely are doing something right. But what you don't understand is that what people see you as, or what they think you are, it's just that, their perception. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying how other people perceive you isn't true, but it's their truth, not yours. It's their experience with you and everything before you that has led them to perceive you in a certain way. Now, I'm also not saying that you shouldn't be taking any criticism or any feedback that comes your way. You can definitely improve from outsiders' perspectives. And as much as it hurts to say, you can't be a friend to everyone. You can please everyone around you. You will be the villain in somebody's eyes, in somebody's stories. And you just have to learn to live with that and accept that. So then you can take your first step into authenticity. Loneliness. Something that people tend to forget is that authenticity isn't something you're born with. You've been taught your entire life to be anyone but yourself, to follow a clear path, to basically hate yourself. Authenticity is learned. But how? Unlearning the people-pleasing that we have inserted in our brains. Which seems impossible, but once you get to a certain point, you realize how valuable it is to be true to yourself. You will find people that care, people that actually listen, and people that understand. But like every big change in your life, people will also leave. Why? Because it's uncomfortable. Most people don't like being challenged by others. So when someone they know, someone they maybe love, starts being honest and true to themselves, it's uncomfortable. And also because it forces people to face themselves too. For example, I have had friends who maybe had the same interests as me. Maybe they liked making music, maybe they liked dance, whatever it is. And one day I go and tell them, hey, I'm going to pursue this thing as a career. And some of them reacted confused, even angry. Oh, you're actually doing that? As if it weren't possible, or I would be crazy pursuing something so unstable. So yes, when you start being true to yourself and start pursuing what actually speaks to you, what actually resonates with you, people will leave. And you have to know that in order to make a decision. You have to ask yourself, what's more important to me? Making people that actually don't know me stay, or actually pursuing what speaks to me? People will move on. People will move on. They will find something else. We're in the technological era. They will find something else to criticize, to hate on, to talk about. But also, what I mean by this is you can't put your priorities at risk just so you can maintain this present moment. People will move on. People will move on, and the world will too. You can try and stay here forever, but what you have to know, what you need to know, is that people will not wait for you and the world won't wait for you. People get jobs and careers and families to maintain. So you have to make a decision of staying where you are and try and maintain a reality that will eventually be destroyed, or to keep moving and start being true to yourself. Start making the art that you want to make, not the art that will get the most attention or the art that people want to see, but the art that resonates with you and that makes you feel passionate about life. And I know you know that feeling, because you're creative, just like me. And now getting to the other end of this chapter, people will move on. If you keep relying on how many attention you receive, you will never feel good enough. Never. Because people will move on. So create the art that resonates with you, with your authentic self. The right people will come around. And if you're too embarrassed to be authentic, just remember, people will move on. The fear of perception is nothing but your ego telling you that people care more than they actually do. It's time for my non-certified opinion to help you out. I think my best advice is to keep remembering why you're doing this. Try and be a little selfish at times. You deserve to live a life where you create the art that you want to create. And I promise you, there are people out there that need to hear your words. There are people out there that need to hear your music, that need to watch your movies. And I'm not just saying this. I've seen videos with 3 views that basically changed my life. So I'm not just saying this. There are people out there who are waiting for an artist like you to start. It's not worth it if you're not having a good time. Don't try and maintain a life you don't like and you don't want. Okay, we are officially done with this video. It was a hell to film this. My battery died a few times, but I hope you enjoyed. And I wanted to thank you all for 100 subscribers. I am very, very, very grateful. And I started this channel not long ago. I'm still a bit new to all of this YouTube thing. And so seeing that so many people connected with my content and the things that I want to say, the things that I talk about and the things I care about, it's very special to me, and it's a very nice welcome to YouTube, I think. So thank you for that. I'll see you in the next video. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please don't be afraid of being yourself.